Hey Scrapper Names fans, welcome back to another process video. Today's video is for the Scrap the Girls challenge for May, which is this picture here. I think it's in your soul or something in the soul or something like that. And what I've taken from that is a bit of the colour, a bit of the shapes, the circular kind of shapes, and just a really, it's obviously a very boho type picture, but I wanted to do this challenge because I knew it would challenge me. So I've gone with this paper, which is like a green and like a brownie colour type, vintagey type looking paper. I went with this one because to me it looks very similar to the picture in the middle of the mood board there that had like the nature with the dream catchers and just those sorts of things. And I did also take a bit of nature from it with the flower crown and those sorts of things. So I am going with that. There was another paper that's very similar to this but didn't have the green on it, but also had to tie in with my photos, which are Christmas photos from like 2 years ago. I'm getting there slowly. Yes, as you can see, my stepdaughter is dressing up with the Christmas decoration, so it's a bit of fun. I've gone with these circular background stamps. They're from Colour Blast, and I did get them when I was doing the Colour Blast kits a long time ago. And again, that circular pattern with the red pops in between to match in with that Christmassy type look. But the dream catchers and things from the mood board is something I took. I don't know, I just got a circle kind of feeling from it. So I decided to do some stamping because I was in the mood for some stamping as well. So as you can see, I've got 3 photos, so a bit of a multi-photo layout, and they're all quite large. So they're all nearly the full 4x6 look. So it was and wasn't a challenge to get this layout happening. I wasn't sure how I was going to position the photos, and they kind of just fell on my page like this when I was looking at it, and that's how they stayed almost, and I just trimmed them down. I've then gone and grabbed some doilies. Now, I've got this gold one just to pop some gold in there because there's gold tinsel around Beth's neck. And then I get this, I think the white one's there. Just to give that frilly kind of look that a dream catcher would give. And to tie in with some of what the girl's wearing in the photo in the corner of the mood board, if you pop back and have a look at the beginning. So trying to stick with the mood board theme, but trying to stick with the colours in my photos, which is what I like to do, and completely not Christmassy, apart from a few pops of red and green and gold. But that's okay. So I just map my photos onto this pink paper. Now, what is it? I can't remember where it's from. It's not a company I usually get. I think the first paper is like 7 Dot Studio, but I think this one is somewhere else. Hang on. No, can't tell. I've cut all the barcode off. So I can't tell you exactly where it's from. I think it's called Amelia Rose is the actual name of the paper itself, but I can't think of the company it's from. Anyway, it's a really pretty paper. It's got some really soft pinks through it as well as the white, and then really nice gold, vibrant foiling. So I thought it would pop in really well just to map my photos and give them a bit of a border and a bit of a pop off the background. So now I'm just going to start putting, I really wasn't sure about my doilies, hey. I wanted to do them because I thought they would go really well with the mood board, but I was struggling to put them on the page. Usually, once upon a time, I loved doilies and they seem to always go on my layouts. Not so much anymore, but yes. So I did cut this doily in half and put one either side. I knew I'd cover it with photos, so I was okay with that. I did stuff up and rip a little bit of the edging on the one on the right, but that's okay because I covered it in the end with an embellishment. It wasn't badly ripped, it was just annoying me because it kept flicking up when I was doing my layout. I did this layout in 2 sittings, which is kind of frustrating. It's not something I like to do, but I started it and then got called away for, I don't know, mum adulting duties probably, and then got to come back to it the other night. So, which is good because I wanted to get it happening. I contemplated having some mixed media on the background, but when I found these papers, I changed my mind and thought they looked a little bit more natural type, I don't know, boho theme. Maybe. Maybe. So just lining everything up, and I was being really meticulous here, and I think I sort of just went, oh, whatever, I'll just figure it out. I did only put some tape, a double-sided tape here on the bottom of the photo because I wanted to leave the top free for me to move the other slide, the other photos, the 2 photos of her up close in behind it. So it gave me a little bit of flexibility without having to rip anything, which was good. So just, yeah. I think I liked how this turned out in the end. It is definitely something different for me, like the colours and not using anything Christmassy. Like I have a huge Christmas stash of scrappy goodies, and I thought, nah, I'm not going to put Christmassy. It wasn't the theme of the mood board. But yes, and the other theme I guess I went with here is looking like a bit of a fashionista. So, you know, in her soul, going crazy, dressing up, being, you know, a Looney Tune. So now I'm bringing in some more of that natural type feel to the layout. So I've got this really nice looking vintagey type flower with some text and things on it and the pops of pink. And then I've got this Charms Creation arrow down the bottom. Again, a real vintagey sort of colour. Sort of spoke to me in regards to, or popped out at me, similar to the mood board. And some of the examples, I guess, the design team from Scrap the Girls had put up. And I do add some other little things, just like this little butterfly. It's a natural type thing. And whilst, yes, technically it's a Christmas photo, there's still a Christmas tree and just all those, you know, floaty type things. I'm just going through some old Kidaholic Kits printables to see if they had any. I was looking for florals, really. I was really going with the flower vibe as well. Adding some wood veneer. As I said, I wanted to go that natural type look, almost woodlandy kind of thing. So I do add some wood veneers to my page. Some go, some don't work, so they don't stay. But I do sort of do a trial and error to see how they go. Where have I gone? Looking through my drawer now. These are all my flowers, like sort of fabricy flowers and buttons. And at first I could not find what I was looking for, and I just kept rummaging through because I had this feeling I wanted something from out of that box. And originally I did pick a little red flower, but it didn't work. And I put glue on it, so I ended up just chucking it. But then I found in the corner here, I don't know if it's 2 or the 1 little button, the star button, and I just really liked the little colours on it. Matched in with a bit of colour in the tree, as well as obviously, like I said, that wood veneer type look to my page. And again, I'm using these wood grain thickers just to do my title. And I went with the wood grain as opposed to some kind of colour, just because it is that, as I said, I got that real nature vibe from the mood board, so I was sort of trying to stick to those sorts of things. And then I am looking for, so I needed a journaling piece. I knew in this corner I wanted a journaling piece, but for the life of me I couldn't figure out what I wanted there, so I kept rummaging through these printables here. So these are from Kidaholic Kits from in April. And I end up, after trialling a few here, going back to that pink speech bubble, and I do fussy cut it out a little bit. I do keep the pink edging to it a little bit, just to give it a little bit of pop and tie in with some of the pink around the page. And that becomes my journaling piece. And I'm really happy with how that looked at first. I was a bit like, I don't know, but yeah, then I was all good. And I think that is my layer complete. Now, I forgot to give you a bit of a rolling close-up, as I call it, as I usually do in the end. So we've just got some still photos here. If you've got any questions at all, please feel free to leave them in the comments. And again, thank you so much for stopping by and watching my video. See you next time. Bye.
Artlist.io